Happy Monday, everybody. Get myself set up. It's a good day today. It's a good day. Why is it a good day? Because Donald Glover won the Emmy last night. Lena Waithe won the Emmy yesterday. It's a good day. It's a good day. I'm with Issa Rae. Who you want to win? Who you rooting for? Everybody black? Yes, Issa. That was what we all were feeling. Hi, everybody. It's your girl Quencie, host and founder of Studio Q. I interview the stars you love. If you haven't ever seen any of my interviews, please subscribe below and check them out. You know, I interview stars you love, stars I love as well. So subscribe. You can also check out my interviews on Quencie.com. That's Quencie.com. And check them out. So yesterday, you know, we saw the Emmys. Well, I'm going to talk about, I had two events that I covered this weekend, but also I just wanted to shout out Donald Glover, shout out Sterling K. Brown, shout out Lena Waithe for their epic wins, making history at the Emmys. Last night I watched, even though I heard on the news today that the ratings were lower than they've ever been, it's a decline. But anyway, back to Lena. Over the summer, I heard about the Master of None Thanksgiving episode. Maybe I seen something on social media, and I was like, well, let me check it out. I was behind. You know, a lot of people had already seen it and talked about it. So I went and checked it out, and I was like, this is such a great episode. It was so great. I immediately went on Instagram. That's the cool thing about technology and social media, you know, because when you enjoy something, you can go tell somebody, I loved it. It was, you know, you can go and actually go to their page and comment. I just watched the Thanksgiving episode. It was awesome. And I think she liked my comment. That, you know, when I was in high school, there was not even an internet to do that with. It might have been internet, but I wasn't on it. So that's cool that you can watch something and then go and tell the artist or tell the director or, you know, tell the singer just how much you enjoyed their song or whatever. So I checked that out, loved it. When I saw it, Angela Bassett played her mother, Kim Whitley was in it. I said, oh yeah, I could totally see her winning an Emmy for it. I didn't know that she hadn't been nominated at that point, but I could totally see, because the writing was just so good and the whole story about her coming out was just great. And it was funny, you know. I mean, she's a comedy writer. It's supposed to be funny, but just because things are supposed to be funny don't necessarily mean it always is. You know what I'm saying? But it was funny. And so I'm just so super proud of her. She's the first black woman to win an Emmy for comedy writing. So she just broke a barrier. Hopefully there'll be many, many more to do that. So awesome. Donald Glover, the first, he's probably the first black man or woman, you know, anybody, first black person to win for directing a comedy. And he won like the Emmy for the lead role in a comedy series that he created, he executive produced. You would have never thought the guy from Community, which I watched and, you know, found it very interesting and entertaining, would go on to do these great things. I'm glad that he probably knew and he went on to do those things, because now we all get to enjoy it. Congratulations to all that black excellence last night, or, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's just a dot of black excellence, because, you know, still got a long ways to go in terms of diversity and everything like that. But still, to make strides like that, that's amazing. And I'm super happy. That's my Monday motivation. So I'm going to talk, on today's show, I'm going to talk about the two events that I covered this weekend, interviewing doing the red carpet. The first one was a Celebrity Connected luxury gifting suite honoring the Emmys that was held downtown LA at the Biltmore the Biltmore Los Angeles Hotel. So we had 2 events. Tam and I, we do everything. We are Studio Q. I'm the host. She's the producer, but we do everything. Like, I had to stop editing the interviews that I did over the weekend to do this YouTube live show. So we do everything. But anyway, she has a son who's also my godson. And because we had 2 events, you know, it's hard to get a babysitter for both things because that would just be the complete day. So we took him to the first event with us, my godson Jaden. And he's such a cutie. He just stole the show, almost took my job because people just wanted to talk to him. And we went to the second one, but she got a babysitter for him for the nighttime one, which was a event called Heroes in the Struggle, put on by the Black AIDS Institute. You know, and Jussie Smollett of Empire is the chairman. And so, like, you know, he's the face of this event and everything. And so that was awesome too, because Taraji P. Henson was there, Danny Glover was there, Alfre Woodard was there. What's going on? Amen, amen. Hey Marcus, thanks for joining me. Danny Glover was there, Alfre Woodard was there. I mean, Alfre Woodard is just like amazing. Who else was there? I actually saw a few people from Love and Hip Hop. That was crazy, right? Hey, Kat, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. Yeah, one of the people on Love and Hip Hop of this season, actually Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, I can't remember. It's the girl who, it's Moniece's girlfriend. I saw her on the red carpet, and Alvester, whatever his name is, Alvester or something like that. But he was there too. But I mean, it was some pretty big people there, and I was like super excited. So let me talk about the first red carpet. And you can go to my YouTube page, subscribe, and you can watch, you know, the footage, the interviews that I did on the red carpet. So everything that I talk about here, you can actually go watch and see, you know, what the heck I'm talking about. This is just behind the scenes, and you know, how you doing? I follow you, following Whitney, your amazing friend. Oh, thank you. I'm doing great. It's Monday. I'm happy. Yes, and I love all my Whitney fam. You know, I'm a huge Whitney fan for life. Yeah, so you say Whitney, you know, we almost immediate friends. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, if you love Whitney like I do. So anyway, the first event, we took Jaden with us. He was good. I ended up buying him a toy later because he was so good. And Shanice Wilson was there. And I got Shanice to do a drop. And the drop is, hey, my name is Shanice and you're watching Studio Q. I got, good evening. Hey, Marnice, how you doing? I got Shanice to, you know, her signature song, I like your smile. So she did that. She sang a little bit of that, and then, you know, she, you know, said, my name is Shanice, you're watching Studio Q. So that was fun. So as soon as she came on the red carpet, I was, you know, I started humming her song, you know, talking to her about her unsung episode, which was great. Love Shanice. I mean, she is like, I mean, she sang back up for Whitney Houston. She sang back up for everybody. She also had, you know, a career of her own. She also just recently had her own TV reality show with her husband Flex. But she's just a nice person, and she can sing her face off. You want to hear a great version of Minnie Riperton's Loving You? Go on Facebook, put in Shanice Wilson singing Loving You, and you will be blown away. I mean, that girl got pipes. She can just blow. And she's just a sweetheart too, you know. So I interviewed Shanice, interviewed her, who was with her, Shanika. She's an actress and a singer as well. I've seen her at these particular events for, I know she still sounds so good. I mean, it's like, you know, some people over time, they don't sound as good as when they first started, but Shanice sounds just as good as when she first came out. Her voice is just beautiful. Shanika knows, you know, she's an actress, and I've seen her at, you know, these events before and have become friendly with her. So it was good to see her again. Miss J, y'all know Miss J from America's Top Model. He was there. And you know what was funny is he was eating something, you know, off in the corner somewhere. And I went and when he finished, I asked him if I could, you know, do a quick interview because things were kind of winding down. You know, he had already been there. He's probably was on his way out of there. And I was like, you know, can you do like a quick interview with me, real quick, you know? And he was like, okay, girl, I'm only going to give you 30 seconds because I got to go, da-da-da-da. I was like, okay, it's fine, you know, it's cool. So he comes over there, and most of the time he's telling his friend who was with them to bring the car around. And then I asked him, you know, what brings you out to this event? And he said, free shit. And then he left. That was it, right? Okay, so whatever, you know. But what was hilarious was later that night at the second event that I covered, guess who was on that same red carpet? Me, and here come Miss J. And on this red carpet, he really want to talk. And I said, oh, I don't know if you remember me, but I tried to interview you earlier. He was like, oh. Oh, yeah. He's like, you know, had I known you was going to be here, I might have talked a little longer. So whatever, he is hilarious, you know, but it's a good point to make that you just never know who you're going to see, you know what I mean? And who's going to be where. And, you know, it's important to treat people how you want to be treated because you just never know. Now, I wasn't like super offended, you know, that he didn't want to talk. Some people want to talk, some people don't want to talk. And because, you know, the one person I really, really, really love to life is gone, I mean, you just can't, you can't disappoint me. And I have to remind myself, you can't really be disappointed. I mean, you know, I love interviewing the stars, but nobody's Whitney Houston to me. So, okay. So, you know, yeah. So since you're not Whitney, if you don't want to do it, fine. If you do, fine. So I wasn't like super offended, but it was just funny that, you know, you just never know when you're going to see people again. So, just a message to everybody, you know, be careful how you treat people because they just may come back around. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I don't know. Is Miss J, like, do we call her she or he? I don't know what the proper pronoun for Miss J, but funny. And when he was interviewing, see, I'm going from back to he to she, but when he was interviewing with somebody else on the red carpet at the second event, I mean, he was clowning the person and I'm up here laughing with him. So my feelings was not hurt from earlier. And yes, Miss J is a hoot. Hilarious. Got all kind of jokes up her sleeve everywhere. So the first event got to go and, you know, one of the cool things for the media is we also get to go in the gifting suite. So after I interview some of the stars that are there, we also get to get us a bag. I have the bag right here too. We get to get a bag, right? And we get to go around to the different vendors that are there, you know, and get some swag as well, you know. So that's cool. I really didn't get much this time. And these are some of the companies. My favorite thing, I'll start off with my favorite thing that I got. I'm wearing it. And I actually wore this to the second event. You was with Bobby Christina's cousin the day those. Oh my gosh. I'm sure that was just horrible for her cousin. I'm so sorry that happened. Oh my gosh. Who is the rudest person you have ever tried to interview? Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to have to think though, because, okay, let me see. Because, you know, it depends on how you take stuff. You know what I mean? Because I did an interview with Rickey Smiley a long time ago. He came to my hometown, Springfield, Illinois, and you know what? Springfield, Illinois is not a place where people come, okay? It's not the concert mecca of the world, okay? So when I found out that Rickey Smiley was coming there, I was like, okay, I'm going to go to his show. It was at the Funny Bone. And, you know, I didn't know who to contact to get the interview. So I just went with my friend. My friend had a camera. And I'm like, I'm just going to ask him for an interview after his comedy set. And if he says no, okay. If he says yes, I'm going to see. So, okay. After the show, I was like, hey, you know, Rickey, you know, I'm a fan. I have a show because I had Studio Q on the Access channel in my hometown. And, you know, like a public access show where you get to use the studio for free and whatnot. And I came on every Wednesday in my hometown or whatever. So he's like, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. He was really nice. It was late, you know, he was exhausted, but he said yes, which I feel was like really, really kind. But nobody has ever in the middle of an interview told me, yeah, don't ask. I asked him where he was from or something like that, and he was like, yeah, people don't want to know that. People don't want to know that. People don't want to know how you got started. People don't want to know that. So he like actually interrupt as I'm asking him a question. He stopped me. He stopped me in the middle of it and basically was instructing me on how to interview him. And I was like, I mean, you know, I didn't have no ego or anything. I'm like, okay, teach me if I'm doing it, you know, wrong for you, because it's not wrong for everybody, because, you know, some people like talking about where they're from, but I guess for him, he's like, I do radio. Nobody cares about that. Da, 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 da. I was like, okay. So, so he stopped me. I thought that was kind of rude. You know what I mean? I wasn't like, oh, what the hell? Then I was happy. I was happy that he said yes, that I could interview him. But like nobody before then or since then has ever stopped me in the middle of an interview to tell me that I was doing it wrong and that nobody wants to know that. And they at that time he had been doing radio for 3 years, and he was instructing me like, you know, like it was a class. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I said, well, what would you like me to ask you? You know, just ask me about my characters. I mean, he really was instructing me like I was his daughter, his cousin, like, you know, he was schooling me. And I was like, okay. So I switched it up and I asked him what he wanted me to ask him, and we went on. But I'm just trying to think of just straight up foul, just straight up rude. I have to get back to you on that, Marcus, because I'm going to have to think about that. Because, you know, that was rude to me, even when I think about it and I'm telling the story. That was rude to me, but at the same time, it's also rude to be waiting and not have an interview scheduled and roll up on somebody with a camera and ask him for an interview. And that's what I did. So he could have, you know, you could take that way too. So I don't know, but I'm going to think about that. I'm going to think about who was the rudest, who was the coolest, who was the foulest. You know, I don't want to get into talking about too many people because, you know, you have to see them again, you know, and I'm up here talking on this live stream and telling all whatever. I don't mind telling the stories, but I probably won't be telling the names because you see them again. It's as big as this industry is, it's super small, you know, and I told this story on Periscope. I won't say the person's name, but I did go to the set to interview someone. Okay, they had a show. That show is now canceled. So, but you know, really, Tam and I really love this person. This actor really loved this person. Was super excited to you know, see them, interview them. We found out we weren't going to be able to interview this person. We could interview everybody else but this person. Okay, and I was like, all right, cool. Okay, maybe another time. So we interviewed everybody else but that person. Now somebody else did interview that person, but you know, not me. And I was like, okay. So as we were leaving, we did see that person and we said, oh, love all your work. Hopefully one day in the future, we'll get to interview you. Okay. And then we left. That person had their people send an email saying that we were trying to accost them for an interview, and they didn't and it was so bad. Like that could have, you know, that was our first TV set visit. And this person basically just straight up lied on us because we didn't ask them for an interview. We knew we weren't interviewing. We had our backpacks. We were leaving out. We were just, because we liked the person, we said hello, you know, but we weren't trying to get an interview. It was not even close to that. So I was like, wow. And if the publicist who invited us to do the set visit had, because, you know, we responded like, no, we did not do that. That is an absolute lie. We wouldn't have done that. We were told that we couldn't. We just liked the person and said, hopefully in the future. But if they wouldn't have believed us and went with what the person said, then that would have been the end of our set visits with that publicist. Like it could have just ruined us, you know? Like, you know, your reputation precedes you, but here you have one of the stars of the show freaking lying on us, you know? And I was like, oh my God, this kind of stuff happens, you know? And I was just like totally thrown off. Now, I mean, and here's the catcher. We kept seeing that person at event after event after event. And for the first 3 or 4 events that we would see them at, I would put my microphone down and I wouldn't interview them. Because, like, why would I want to talk to somebody who lied on me and could have potentially prevented us from doing, you know, what it is I love to do on a lie, you know? And, you know, when I saw the person at different events, you know, the eye contact, you know how people's eyes go to the floor, like, and I'm like, oh, so not only did you lie on us, you know that you did, and now you look embarrassed because you see me in a different situation with the mic, you know, and it's like, are we going to interview? Are we not going to? Like, now it's awkward. Now you've made it an awkward situation, you know, based on what you did, you know, and it's crazy. And I know that the person knows who we are because I created a Twitter account called Team Studio Q, you know, to promote our interviews and whatnot and push it out there. So we got Studio Q TV, Twitter timeline, and a Team Studio Q just to push the stuff on a different stream. And, you know, that person blocked our Twitter feed. I was like, wow. So you lied. You knew you lied. We saw you at different stuff. Made it awkward because you lied, because we defended ourselves. You know what I mean? And we still continue to do stuff with that publicist because obviously they must have known something about this particular star because, you know, it didn't stop our flow, but it could have. And the fact that it could have, you know, just left a bad taste in my mouth, you know, and the fact that I loved this person before this ever happened really sucks, you know? So you really have to just, you know, bring down your expectations of people and allow them to be whoever they are going to be, because they could be awesome in the role that you love on that particular TV show that's your favorite, but in real life, they could be a real, you know, asshole. They could be somebody you would never want to kick it with, you know. So, but like overall, you know, I've been doing this since 2012 in LA online. The Whitney's last red carpet was my first red carpet, and I only went to that red carpet because Whitney was going to be there. And so, but overall, it's been good. Like the stuff that I can complain about or tell you that was rude or tell you that was foul or I can't believe that this happened or this particular star said this or whatever, it's like minuscule compared to our overall experience. And I think because I put good vibes out there, you know, I got good energy, so that's what I get back. Yeah, we have like a little bit of stuff that, you know, because we're human, stuff's going to happen. You're not going to click with everybody. You know, people can lie on you. But overall, I've been pretty blessed, you know, and I'm very thankful of that, you know, because people are people, you know, people are people. And just because they're a celebrity doesn't exempt them from bad behavior, you know, or just not being a cool person. So, you know, but that's, you know, I'm glad to say that the stories are small. So back to the events that I did. One of the products that I got, that a lot of the celebrities got too, I had to go back and tell her I really wanted this. It's a necklace. It's called Cosmetic Hideaways. So if you go to cosmetichideaways.com, you'll see it. So actually it's jewelry, right? Like it's jewelry. This thing goes in this loop right there, right? And the reason that I wanted it, not because I'm like big on jewelry or anything, but this thing right here, this is why I wanted it. It's called Cosmetic Hideaways, and it opens, and guess what's in there? Chapstick, or you could put lipstick in it. So that means when I'm on the red carpet and I got this necklace on, I can open up and refresh my lip gloss or put some chapstick on. Like I'm putting some chapstick on right now. Yeah. You know, because my lips are little. Oh, yeah. So, I saw a lot of celebrities with this on. I thought this was pretty cool. You know, enough for me to go back and say, oh, you would need to give me one because I'm gonna wear it a lot. I didn't know I was gonna put it on my live show, but that's another reason she should have gave me one. And she did. She was very nice. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Here's a product that was there that I'm going to try. It says for men, but it also says for all skin types. I got 3 of them. So, I'm going to give the other 2 away as gifts. So, this is like you put on your skin to moisturize. Yeah, you put it on your skin. It's like a mask, and it moisturizes your skin. All day oil control mask. So it says you wash your face, you apply the mask, and you keep it on for like 15 minutes or more, and it's supposed to make you beautiful, I guess, make your skin beautiful. This little thing I didn't get a lot. They had a lot of stuff there, but I just didn't get a lot of stuff. I was like, and it's only because I've done these events a couple times, so I'm like, you know, guess I done got picky. This is a restroom kit, right? And so inside it has a thing that you put over your, like it has like toilet paper, a thing that you put over the toilet when you go to the bathroom. They need to send these people to the Hurricane Harvey. Let me open it and show you guys. So I guess it's a on-the-go type of thing. Yeah. I should have opened this already. But. And while I was there, I saw, you guys know Jackie from Roseanne? I think her name is Laura Metcalf. I was standing out. Because I watched Roseanne back in the 90s. And so I said, that is not Jackie. It was Jackie. Oh, I also saw Leslie Jones. Leslie Jones from Saturday Night Live. She was there. I took a picture. You can go check on my Instagram. Follow me at Quencie or at Studio QTV. And you can see that picture with me and Leslie. She came in. She was all incognito. With yellow on. That's kind of bright. But she had her jacket on and she had her. And I was like, hey, Leslie, I really love you. Can I get a photo? And she was like, real quick. But she took a picture with my godson too. So anyway, this is for the seat cover. This is some toilet paper. And this is a wet wipe, a tush wipe and hand wipe. So I guess, when you on the go, you got your little restroom kit. So they was giving this away. I got like 2 of them. So that's convenient. All right. And the last thing that I got, these people, they were giving away bottles, like little bottles of Moet, and they're like, do you want one open or do you want it sealed? I was like, well. So, needless to say, the Moet is gone. So, it's makeup. Stare Cosmetics. So, they were giving away this this bag. And I guess it has makeup in it, I'm guessing. Let's see what they got up in there. So, you can see what the people got. The people meaning the stars that were there. All right. They got some... let's see, face highlights. There. I might wear that. Some lip gloss. What is this? Lip liner. Oh, what is this? Okay, this looks like some mascara. I like that wrapping. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is just a little compact mirror. All right. Okay, this is bronzer. Right here, just some bronzer. Let's see if it's for white people or black people. Let's see. I don't know. What y'all think? Bronzer. I don't know. I'd have to test that out. I don't want to be casket ready, you know. Let's see, you got some lipstick. Let's see what kind is. I'm probably never gonna wear that. Nope. That's pink. Vanilla lip balm. Vanilla lip balm. And what is this? Cosmetic gel pencil. Okay, one of those. This is lipstick, matte liquid lipstick. Oh, okay. I thought it was the same thing. So even if I don't want this, it'd be a great gift. Let me see, what is this? Okay, this is kind of, I can see wearing this color more than that lipstick color. I'm more of a gloss girl. And this is some liner sharpener. Oh, it's a liner sharpener, like I guess a pencil sharpener. Yeah. Last time on my Periscope, when I was showing people, I actually sent everything to somebody who was watching because I didn't want it. So anyway, okay, this is just a pencil, a liner sharpener. Okay. So, oh, I don't know what this is. Let's see what this is. I don't know. Okay, this is a little bag. Maybe this is where you put your makeup at. Okay, let's see what's inside. All right, I'm thinking that, okay, those are wipes right there inside. It's like a little suitcase for all your makeup. That's kind of dope. And it's got like these compartments. Okay, all right. Okay. This is like a blender or something, blush blender. And that's it. They had a bunch of other stuff, but I just didn't get it. So I just wanted to share what I did get with you guys. It's National Cheeseburger Day, and so I'm going to get off of here real quick and get me a couple of cheeseburgers. When I'm on the red carpet, I also use my spectacle glasses. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. This is actually a camera. And so I'll be talking to somebody and I'll press this button. Oh, it's not charged up. But there's a light that goes around here. And the video goes into the glasses and to my Snapchat. And it's a 360-degree video on my Snapchat. And it's just on my Snapchat. And I can, you know, download that video to my camera roll and put it on Instagram, put it on Twitter. And so I use these a lot. I don't like wearing sunglasses when I'm talking to people, but how dope is that it goes right down to your Snapchat app and you got video and it's like 10-second video, 20-second video, 30-second video. So, you know, that's dope. So I wanted to share with you what I got at the Celebrity Connected event, tell you who I interviewed. It was a great time. The second event was the Heroes in the Struggle, which put on by Black AIDS Institute. Jussie Smollett from Empire was the chairperson of the event and had a lot of great stars, like I mentioned earlier. Danny Glover, Alfre Woodard, you know, Taraji P. Henson was honored. Laverne Cox was there. It was like a really, you know, big group of stars. If you go to my blog on Quencie.com, it's the most recent post, and you can see all my pictures with different celebrities, as well as the video of red carpet interviews that I did of the event. We did it Saturday, edited the video yesterday, and it's up today, and so you can check that out. And my Celebrity Connected interview where I got all of these gifts, which is not that many compared to how many that was there that I could have gotten. That video is up, and I'll add it to the playlist of live stream content, so you can check that out. And what I learned from those 2 events is that definitely wear flats, which I did, and my feet were still hurting doing all that standing. There were some people at the second event who had some bomb heels, but you know, I'm never trying to not look good, but I'm also trying to be practical, and I'm not going to sacrifice not being able to stand to look good, because my goal is to do great interviews. Not that I don't want to look good, but standing on a red carpet with some heels for an hour or 2, that's just not what I'm trying to do. So I try to look good from the waist up, and I wear the shoes that work, and my feet still was hurting in flats. But also what I learned is that you have to really be focused to get that interview, because Tam and I were at the end of the carpet. So you had like NAACP, all of these bigger outlets with bigger audiences, where Taraji and all the major Alfrey and Danny Glover, where they stop first. And so sometimes, you know, as time is going on, and if people talk a long time or ask them, you know, a lot of questions, you know, the people at the end may not get a chance to interview them because the event is about to start and they can't be on the red carpet talking to the 15th person. So you just are asked out. So I had to get in where I fit in. Earlier before the event started, I saw Jussie Smollett and I got him on my spectacles. It's like, oh, I just want to do a little Snapchat with you, and he laughed or whatever. And of course, he's the chairman, so he definitely has to be at the event. He talked to a lot of people. He was so sweet for a long time. But by the time, I mean, we were the last ones on the carpet, so he was leaving, and I was like, and I just, you know, rushed him and was like, can I just get, you know, a quick whatever? And I was able to. But if I wasn't assertive and I'm thinking that they're just going to come to me, then I would probably have like 2 or 3 interviews, because we're at the end of the carpet. It was cluttered with people, and other people were, you know, sometimes carpets aren't the best organized. You know, not saying that that was one of them, but it didn't matter if it was the best organized. We were at the end. And so if the event is starting, they got to go. And so I had to be assertive. I had to move around. I had to make sure that make eye contact, ask, have my microphone ready. You just got to use all of your wits, because otherwise you're just not going to get it. And even you can do all that sometimes and still not get it, because Taraji passed right by me and I was like, hey, Taraji. She was like, hey, girl, but did I get an interview? Nope. Now, I've interviewed Taraji before, thank goodness, but I didn't get an interview because the event was starting and she had to go. And she had talked to people for 30 minutes already, you know, 2, 3, 4 people. She can't be. So, you know, it's a thing you have to really, it's like a dance, unless you are extra, unless you're Entertainment Tonight, where they're talking to you first, or they have a set aside place for you because you're speaking to millions of people every day. Right now, I'm speaking to 4. So I got to get in where I fit in for live, you know. So anyway, yeah, I thank you for filling me with those heels, Marnice, because I'm just not about to sacrifice not being able to stand when I'm there to get an interview. I'm just not going to do that. I want to look good, but not at the risk of not being able to walk. So, yeah, so that was my weekend, and you can watch all of it on Quencie.com or on this playlist that I put together called Live Stream Content, or just on my YouTube channel. So subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter at Quencie and at Studio QTV, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. I'm going to get a specific time, but for right now, I'm just trying to feel it out still, so bear with me. But no, I'll be going live daily, Monday through Friday. But the time, I'm still working on that. All right. Well, thank you all for joining me. Marcus, shout out to you. Marnice, shout out to you. Kat, shout out to you. Really appreciate you stopping by, saying what's up. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Have a good day.